this is Holly with Slay Math. I used to be able to dribble basketballs. Need to practice some more. Quadratic equation, which is in this box up here. We're going to be using this to do the quadratic equation. A equals 5, B equals -4, and C equals -2. It has to be in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where this is the constant. So you have to have it in this order first. A is the x squared, B is the x, and C is the constant. So then when we go to write it, using this formula, we just follow this. Negative b means the opposite of b. So I'm going to put +4 plus or minus the square root of, when I do b squared, I just drop the negative. Never put the negative here, because a negative squared is always a positive. And if you put it wrong in the calculator, it'll mess it up. 4, this is always a 4, it's coming from the formula, times A times C, all over 2 times A. So I put just this in the calculator, just like it is, and I'm going to get, let's see what color I want to use. I'll go with this teal. Then I'm going to get 4 plus or minus the square root of 48 over 10. Now, I have to break down this 48. And I'm going to use perfect squares. So to make my perfect square list, I do 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9, 16, 25, 36. And you can make however many you want. This is 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, and so on. So I find these numbers to see which will go into 48. Well, 4 goes into 48. However, it'll leave you 12, and 12 goes into 4. So I have to use a bigger number. So I'm going to go to 16, because 9 doesn't even go into it. 16 times 3. I have to get the biggest number in this group that goes into 48. 4 plus or minus. The 16 turns into 4, because the square root of 16 is 4. The 3 stays in the house. This little square root's in the house. Divided by 10. Now, I have to reduce this by all these spots. I do not touch the 3. It's in the house, staying in the house, door's locked. Can't get it. Divide each one of these by 2 and get 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 3 over 5. And that's my final answer for that one. Now, number 2, A equals 2, B equals 12, C equals 5. Plugging in into this formula. -12 plus or minus 12 squared minus 4 times 2 times 5. All over 2 times 2. This 2 and this 4 stays 4 and 2. So you always see those two. Then I put only this in the calculator. I leave the radical. That's going to be the square root of 104. Divided by 2 times 2 is 4. Now, always divide by 4 by the number to see if that works. 4 goes into 104 26 times. 4 does not go into 26. So, -12 plus or minus, this number comes out to 2. Square root of 4 is 2, and 26 stays in the house. Doors are locked. We don't take 26 out. Then I reduce each one of these. You have to reduce it all by the same number, so I'm going to reduce it by 2. -6 plus or minus square root of 26 over 4. Number 3, A equals 6, B equals -1, C equals -3. +1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times 6 times -3. Remember, we changed this sign from here to here, and we dropped the negative here. 2 times 6. So that's 1 plus or minus the square root of 108 over 12. 4 goes into 108 27 times. Now, 27 can be broken down in by 9, so this isn't going to work. So then I get a bigger number, 9 goes into 27. So I have to find a bigger number, which I haven't done yet. 108 divided by 36. So 36 times 3. That's because I knew 27, 9 goes into 27. So I have to get a bigger number in here. 36. So 1 plus or minus the square root of 36 is 6. And 3 stays in the house, door's locked. So I can't reduce all three of these by the same number, so I keep it like that. You have to be able to reduce all three of these in order to reduce it. Now, we know what A, B, and C are, so I'm not going to keep writing that. Number 4, positive 9 plus or minus the square root of 9 squared minus 4 times 1 times 11. I can either do parentheses or the dots. This means the same thing. Just write it different ways. 4 times 1. So 9 plus or minus the square root of 37 over 2 times 1. That was stupid. 4 and 2. Duh. Just said those two stay the same. Plus or minus 37 over 2. Now, I can't divide any of these numbers into 37, so it stays like that. Positive 6 plus or minus the square root of 6 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 8. All over 2 times 3. Then that's going to be 6 plus or minus the square root of 132 over 2 times 3. 4 times 33. 6 plus or minus 2 square root of 33 over 6. Reduce all three of these by 2. 3 plus or minus square root of 33 over 3. Whoops. Okay, the last one. 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 8, all over 2 times 3. Is 4 plus or minus square root of 112 over 2 times, well, we'll just put 6. Now, 4 goes into 112. I know 16 goes into it, that's why. So if you did 4 divided by 112, you're going to have something else that still one of these go into it. So 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 is 4. 7 stays in the house. And then I reduce each one by 2. That's it.